Um, is everybody able to see what I have on the screen right now?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
Perfect. That sounds great. So thank you again for joining today. Once again, this is the Tech Buddy course presented by the MPC Foundation. So we will be covering off on Gmail. So who here has never used Gmail before? Quick shout out if you have not used Gmail.
I had used it recently, but I don't like it.
Oh no? Why don't you like
No,
it?
because if you send so many email and they put it all together, sometimes it's there, sometimes you cannot find it. The
Oh,
things
well,
that you had sent.
I'll teach you today how to make it easier for you to find important emails. So
Oh,
that will
that's
be one of the
good.
topics we cover.
Ryan, one question.
Yes.
I am a user of Hotmail, but
Okay.
recently I started using Gmail also in addition to Hotmail. But 95% my interaction is through Hotmail.
For sure.
So which search which one is better, Hotmail or Gmail?
So in reality, both are good. Today we'll be covering Gmail because Gmail is one of the more popular programs that people use, but Hotmail is good too. The difference is really who is the one creating it. Last week we actually covered off on Apple Maps and Google Maps, the difference between those. So we covered Google Maps last time. Gmail is essentially just the mail program that is provided by Google. Hotmail is provided by Microsoft. So they're effectively competing email platforms. Both are good, but today we'll be covering off on Gmail.
Hey, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that Gmail is more professional than Hotmail. Like it's perceived as more professional. Is that true?
I'm not sure about that, honestly. I've seen both. So I work at the bank, RBC, and when I work at the bank, I see emails coming from both Hotmail and from Gmail, and from everywhere in between. And I've never perceived them differently. So I think it's just your personal preference.
Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
So we're not going to go into introductions like we did last time. We took way too long on introductions last time, and I think we went a little bit over time on our content. But if anybody wants to say anything on this point, there, I'm happy to let you talk. But otherwise, I'll skip on to the next one. Actually, just a quick shout out. Is there any particular things that people want to learn today? Any objectives that they have for today's class?
On Gmail, yeah.
On Gmail.
I have problem in using offline map. Last week I tried to use it, and I don't have internet, and it says you don't have internet, so I cannot find the place.
Mm. Oh wait.
So I don't know. Maybe I didn't. When I start using it, the Apple Map comes up. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know.
Oh, so this is coming from last class. Yes, if you downloaded the offline maps on Gmail or on Google Maps and you are using Apple Maps, you won't see the offline maps. So you have to use Google Maps.
Oh, okay.
That's why you weren't able to see it.
Oh, okay.
So here we're going to, as I was mentioning, we're going to be covering off on Gmail. So breaking Gmail out, essentially what Gmail is just Google email. So that's the primary part of Google. Now, hang on, I'm just going to actually give myself a spotlight so that I can make it easier for you guys to see. So the G in Gmail is Google, and the rest of it is a shortened form of email. So electronic mail that's provided by Google. So we'll be looking at both the Android platform as well as the Apple iOS platform. So if you have an Android phone or if you have an Apple phone, we'll be able to cover off what this program was going to look like. So next, what you want to be doing is you want to be downloading the Gmail app. So the Gmail app, has everybody already downloaded that, or are there still people that need to get it?
I have already downloaded it.
So download that it should look like this on your
Does
phone.
anybody not have the Gmail app? It sounds like everybody's got it. If you need to ever download in the future, or if you accidentally delete the Gmail app, you can always go back into the App Store on an iPhone or the Google Play Store on an Android phone. Just type in Gmail and it'll be the first option to pop up on the list there. So once you click on the Gmail app, what's going to pop up, if you see the page look a little bit like this, minus the giant blue box in the middle there, that means that you already have signed in. If it doesn't look like this, it means we have to sign in. So what that looks like is a page that pops up like this. So it'll ask you, what do you want to sign in using? So Gmail app is nice because it lets you sign in not only with your Gmail account or your Google account, but if you have a Hotmail account as well, you can actually use the Gmail app to help manage it. So you were asking earlier about whether or not to use Hotmail or Gmail. If you'd like, you can actually use both Gmail and Hotmail in the same app, so you can see your emails in one place.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Is there a question?
Yeah. Sorry, you said that what we should open so that both the emails come together on a one how it can be done.
Well, what specifically how to set that up? I'll save that to the end when the volunteers are helping. But you can actually add multiple accounts to your Gmail app, so you can have a Gmail account and a Hotmail account, and you'll be able to see both of them in your Gmail browser, or in the Gmail app.
So in the breakout rooms, volunteers, could you please help the students merge those two accounts if you can, please? Thank you
Not
very
so much
much.
merge, just be able to see both of them.
Yeah.
Perfect. So has everybody added specifically for Gmail, has everybody already added their Gmail account to the Gmail app? I'm going to be saying Gmail a lot today, I think. Does anybody need any help with this?
No, I don't. I'm not going to mix the Gmail and my Yahoo. I don't like Gmail.
That's okay.
No problem. That's
That's
fine
okay.
too. If you ever want to, you can add it in afterwards. But yeah, that's fine. All right. It sounds like everybody's got their Gmail app set up. So I'm going to continue on here. By the way, if you were ever looking to add another Gmail account, if you click on the little icon for your name in the top right-hand corner, that's where you can add additional accounts and manage the accounts. So continuing forward there, if you did need to sign in, what you would do is you'd enter in your Gmail email address or the information that you would use to set up your Gmail account. If you needed to create an account, you could also click this create an account button, and it would walk you through the steps of setting it up for the first time there. This is also good if you want to create an additional email account. Sometimes people like to have two email accounts. One would be for friends and family. Another one might be an email account that you would use when you are signing up to websites, so that they don't have your personal information, almost like a throwaway email. Something that if it gets lost or if something happens to it, it's not a big deal. But for now, focus on one email, and that's probably going to be the easiest. So once you put in your email address, the next screen that will pop up will ask for your password. So here you'll have to put in the password that you use to set up your email password, or your email. Once you've entered that in, click sign in, and it should bring you to the main Gmail page here. So what you're going to see when you first sign into Gmail after you have signed in is a few different things on here. The blue box in here has been put there just to hide some of the emails when the person was creating this presentation. However, it's going to show you all the emails that you've previously received that you haven't deleted. So what we have on here is a few things. The three lines at the top there will give you settings and the ability to choose another mailbox or folders within that mailbox. in the top right-hand corner, you have a little icon to represent your account. So if you click on that, you can go to your account settings. You can also switch to other accounts as well. Next to each individual email is a little star. You were asking earlier about how to find important emails. So if you click on this little star, it'll turn bright, and you can actually put it into a separate folder, a starred email folder, to help make it easier for you to find those in the future. Another version of this is called flagging the email. You create a flag, but that little star there is very important if you want to keep track of important emails, so you don't actually have to search through your giant inbox searching for it. At the bottom is going to be the number of unread email messages. So in this case, this person has 31 unread email messages. And then finally, also at the bottom is going to be this little button that says compose. Compose just means to write an email or to create a new email to send to somebody else there. So continuing on. So does anybody have any questions at this point?
I just wondered, can you have more than one Gmail account in one computer?
Yes, you can. So if you, back here, if you were to sign up for, like, say, 2 email accounts, how you would switch back and forth between the 2 accounts is this little button at the top right-hand corner, the one that says see on my screen. If you click on that, it will actually let you sign into different accounts. It would look like, I'm just going to get to the page where I have it. It would look like this. So you would be able to add another account in there. And if you had another account, it would actually let you switch between accounts. So if you had 2 emails, you would see both of those listed on here.
Oh, so you have to sign out one and then sign into the another one.
You can actually be signed into both. So once you sign into your first email, then if you want to add your second email, click on this little icon in the top right-hand corner and click add another account. From there, it'll ask you to sign in the same way that you did with your first email. And then in the future, if you wanted to sign in, the next time you click this little C, or this little button in the top right-hand corner, it will show you your first email and your second email address, and you can switch back and forth between the 2.
Do you need a different password, or you don't? You can use the same password.
When you set up your second email, it's always a good idea to use a different password. That being said, I find that it's sometimes easier to use the same password because I mean, there's so many passwords that we have rattling around in our brains nowadays. So it's a little bit hard to remember everything there.
Yeah.
Professionally, you should use a different password, but I always use the same one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. I got
Hello.
Who's talking? Sorry.
It's Angela, but I don't see myself, so I can't see you the screen.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know why I can't see myself. I have I use Gmail all the time, and then I set it up mail, so I don't see the screen that you just saw. And whenever I open my Gmail and it's in the mailbox, so where do I find the screen that you just have?
Yours looks like this?
No, mine is just like mail, and then I open, and then all kind of mail is popping up.
I have the same question I was about to ask. Where can I find the screen that you are showing right now? Is it in settings or is it in mail?
Okay, I understand. So the reason why both of you are using iPhones, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same here. I cannot see the screen as well.
So remember, there's another program on your phones called Mail. Mail is the default mail program when you first get your iPhone there. So this is specifically for the Gmail application. So you want to be clicking on this icon here. So make sure that.
Oh yeah.
When we click Gmail, okay.
So if you go look on your phone, you should see it right on your phone. It should be the Gmail icon, not the mail icon.
Yeah. So if you're clicking on mail,
if you click on that, it will pop up with this screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll do it again just if you missed it. So
We'll go into
there's the
Google then.
icon, and then it will open the screen that you see.
Let's see. Go into Google.
I don't see
Google.
it.
You don't do you see this little icon on your phone? Whoever's speaking, I don't know who's speaking.
I think we have to go into Google and then click on it.
So I don't think I actually have it. I'm going to just quickly walk you through how to actually show.
No, actually it's not.
First of all, how come I don't see myself in the screen?
Oh, I see you now, Angela.
Did you?
I see you now.
I don't see myself.
You don't need to.
Okay. But I need to show you something on the screen, you know? So if I see this,
Oh, Ryan, the background, Ryan. Background.
So
Oh my goodness, what are you doing?
so can everybody see
Get
my,
rid of the
my program?
background.
This is Vicky having a fun time. So if you can see the screen there, on the top left, I don't know if you can see my mouse still, but right here,
Mail,
it says Mail. This is not the program that we want. We want to go into Gmail. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the App Store. I'm using an iPhone, but I'm going to go to the App Store. And I'm going to search for Gmail.
Gmail, okay.
Gmail.
And then Gmail is going to be the very first one that pops up on this list here.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I got it.
perfect. So does everybody have the Gmail app?
Yes.
And it's come out saying that get, but I already got Gmail. So I don't want to get it again.
So you may have a Gmail account, but this is to use the Gmail application. It makes it easier to see your email.
Okay, so it's better for me to get it.
Yeah. So for today's lesson, make sure to click Get, and then we'll be able to learn that way. So
but then
on
they
my
have
screen,
one on the top and one on the bottom, and one
same thing.
on the top is saying the add, and the other one get the other one, right?
I usually ignore the one that says the add, but in this case, it's actually the same program.
Oh, really? So it doesn't matter whether get the second one get, okay?
Yeah, in this case, if you click on either one of the gets on this screen, it'll be the same.
Okay. Okay. So I thought that I already have it, but done. They already say done.
Perfect. So once you install that, then you'll be able to actually.
Okay.
So where is the apps?
Nice picture.
Oh, thank you.
Did you take a picture or did you go hiking?
No, that was just the default background on my Mac when I upgraded.
Oh, I thought you went hiking.
I go hiking a lot, but that one's not from one of my hiking trips there. I should probably change it to something that's a nice picture like that.
Yeah, I'm getting my email by Google, but the app is loading, so.
Got it. Okay.
Slowly.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I have a question that if I make 2 or 3 accounts in Gmail, but now I finally want to be one account. So how I remove the remaining 2 accounts, which I do not want now to use?
Have you already signed into Gmail, the Gmail app using those? I believe on this page here, you can click on this manage accounts on this device button.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think there'll be a button that says remove account.
Okay. Manage accounts.
I just click get on the second one, but then it's not like on the top one they're going to get it for me too. So I
no,
got
just click on one or the other.
Yeah, I click on one only, but then automatically the add one they're opening up too.
Oh yes, because it's the same program.
Same program, okay. So it don't matter,
now
right?
I got Gmail asked me to sign in.
Okay, perfect. So that's where you want to enter your Gmail email address. So
I need to sign in to see your screen.
So this is what it looks like, right?
No, it looks like, okay, show you. Where's my camera? Where's my, okay, right here. You see it now?
Okay, perfect. And then does it say,
Twice.
does it say set up email like this on the right-hand side?
No,
Oh, I can't see. I think your finger's in front of the camera. Oh, your finger's in front of the camera. Perfect. Okay, and if you could go just to the right a little bit. And what does that say at the bottom of the screen?
sign in,
Okay, click on that.
okay. Oh, yeah, remove from the, manage accounts, remove from this device. Oh, okay. And then it's done, okay.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. Why remove from this device? I got this.
Is that your email?
I got manage accounts, and then on there with my name and my Gmail address, and then in the middle, remove from this device.
So click on your name.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Can you see it? So just say done.
And then say done.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to send? No, allow, don't allow. Tap here to manage your account. Okay.
Perfect. So now
Way to send you notification. Allow, don't allow.
say allow.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Now, I see that my email. I don't see your setup thing though.
That's okay. You actually are already past that. So you're signed in. You're now like on the screen. So on the tablets, it's a little bit different. What you see here is like on a phone, but on the
I'm on an
tablet,
iPad. I'm on
on
an
the iPad,
iPad.
it'll show the same thing on the left-hand side as what I'm showing on the screen, but on the right-hand side, it'll also show like the actual email message because you have more space
I
on your
see the
monitor.
email, but I see the actual email. But I'm asking, how can I see the same screen that you have?
Mine is showing on a phone, so it's going to show a smaller version of the screen. You just have a bigger version of what I have.
Oh, really? Because I don't see the pin, the C, the D, the Y, the S thing.
Oh, I understand what you're talking about there. So the reason why you don't see that is this, I believe, was Coco that did a screenshot of her own emails. So this would be like emails that Coco had received.
I
So
know.
you have your own
Okay.
emails. Different people sent you emails, so yours is going to show up differently than Coco's.
So how? Search in. Oh, I see search email. That's where you were talking about. Okay, understand.
Does it make sense now?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Any other questions at this point?
I'm fine.
Everybody's okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Perfect. So next, what we're going to learn how to do is to use the Gmail app to send an email. So on the bottom right-hand corner, and on the tablets, it might be a little bit closer to the left of the screen there, there's going to be the Compose button. So if you could click on the Compose button, that will let us write or create a new email. This button here. So once you click on the Compose button, a screen that looks like this is going to pop up. So something similar to this. So what you're going to see on your screen is the from email address. So which email address you're sending it from. So if you had multiple email addresses connected to your account, this little drop down right here, if you clicked on that, you could select the email address you want to send the email from. In this case, it's being sent from Coco's email here. Underneath that is the to email. So that's who you want to send your message to. So you need to have their email address in order to be able to send a message to them. Next is the subject line. This is like the title of your email. This would be something that you would want to put so that they could easily understand what it is that you're trying to send them. So if you wanted to send them like a recipe, for instance, you might want to put recipe under the subject line. Just something quick that makes it easy to understand what the rest of the message contains. Below that is the compose email. So this is the actual message in your email itself there. So something like this would include, I don't know, to or dear person, and then your message, and then from, and your name. So you want to make it's kind of like a letter. So you want to make sure that you're writing it professionally, and that you're including your information at the bottom, and you're saying who it's supposed to be going to. Now, at the top, again, there is a little paperclip button. That is called the attachment button. So that would let you attach things like pictures or files to your email. And then finally, next to it is a little paper airplane. That is the send button. So once you click on that, the email that you have is sent to the person that you've put in the to column. Make sure you only click on that send button at the very end. You don't want to be sending early, otherwise it may be hard for you to get that email back. So does anybody have any questions on this part? Seems okay?
No. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so in addition to that, on the top right hand, there is a little icon. It's got 3 little dots on it. So if you click on that, you have the ability to do a few different things with your email. The one I'm going to focus on is something called schedule send. So what schedule send is essentially where you can actually program it in so that your email gets sent later on. So you can write it right now and then actually have it be delivered to the person, say tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, or you can even pick the date and time that you want your emails to be sent out. This is great when you're working because you can say, yeah, send at 3 in the morning, and it makes your boss look like you're working really late into the night.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I would never do that. Perfect.
That's a good idea. Then you will get raised.
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic.
Or are you now?
Using technology can be your friend.
Yeah.
Perfect. So moving on here, any questions on writing an email? Does that all seem pretty straightforward to everybody?
This I'm looking at my iPhone, right? So I got Gmail on my computer too. So does it the same screen, the same way, right?
I think it might look slightly differently on your computer than it does on the app, but in your computer there'll be a compose button just like how there will be in the app. And after you click the compose button either on the computer or on the app, this page pretty much looks exactly the same. So it works exactly the same.
Except I don't think you got the schedule send that 3 dot. I don't think I have that. I don't notice, but maybe I go back to my computer and have a look later.
There probably is a setting somewhere in the computer because usually I find that the computer programs have more capabilities than the apps do.
Okay.
Probably on there somewhere. I don't know off the top of my head where that setting actually
That's
is.
fine. I look it up afterwards.
Perfect. Sounds good there. Okay, so next, what we're going to do is we're actually going to practice sending an email. So I want everybody to go into the compose screen on their Gmail apps, and we're actually going to send an email to Coco. So you can see at the top here, this is the email address I want you to put in under the to category. So your email will show up under from, so ignore the fact that Coco's email is where it says from. That is there because this is Coco's account. But on here, I want you to write in coco.un@mpcfdn.ca. Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, Vicky.
No problem. Just wipe that out.
To Victoria.
You want to send it to me?
Yeah. No, somebody close out the email address so we can't compose anymore. We haven't finished typing.
Oh, so see in the box right here, just in the left part?
Yeah.
That's the same email.
Just write this one here to the to.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
So I already on it on my iPhone, so I just press it
Which
on.
one? I couldn't see. MPC something something. I couldn't see the rest.
It's okay, Vicky. You can take off the block right now. Yeah. So remember, just make sure to put this email address in the to part.
.ca. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it comes. Okay.
Once you've entered that in, for the subject.
Subject.
Put in your name for the subject.
Hi, it's a nice day.
And then for the message, you can say something like hi and
Oh, it's not
I'm
too cold. That's
It's
what
not
she
too
said.
cold today. I hope the sun is nice today.
perfect. Once once everybody's written their emails to Coco, then we're going to click the send button in the top right hand corner. So just remember, only click the send button once the rest of your email is complete. So the from email should say your email address. The to email should say Coco's email. The subject should be your name. And then your message would be whatever you'd like it to be, something nice for Coco.
Okay.
Poor Coco will get 100 email today.
So the
Coco will be
triangle
very
is
popular.
sand, right?
What's that?
The triangle one is sand.
That's right. So the little triangle on the top there, it's actually a paper airplane, but that's the send button. So when you're ready and you've completed your email, click the send button. Give everybody a little bit of time to do
Yeah,
this.
where is Coco?
I already sent it out. Did you got it?
I don't know if Coco got it or not. I don't think she's actually in the room right now. You joked, or somebody joked earlier about her getting 100 emails. So I think that all the rooms are going to be sending her emails too.
I'm gonna send her one too, just for fun.
Absolutely. Okay, has anybody not sent the email yet?
I didn't because I don't want to use the Gmail.
Oh,
It's okay if you don't want to. As long as you know how to actually use it, then that's fine.
okay.
Received some of your emails. You guys are
Yay!
trying it out.
Perfect. We were joking that you were going to receive 100 emails, Coco.
Just for today. I will. Perfect. Sounds good.
Are you gonna respond to all of us?
I will try. I will try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try later.
Okay.
I
Perfect.
will track down you guys later.
So now that we've learned how to send an email, we're going to go back and take a look at the reply email feature. So in this case, we are back in our main inbox here. So the inbox is where you can see all the mail that you've received. So reply email is where somebody has sent you an email and you want to respond back to that email. So to do that, we're going to actually use this email at the top as an example. Now, this is a bit of a spam email from the source, which is like an electronic store. This could just as easily be an email from Vicky or from me or from one of your friends or your family or anybody for that matter. So once you click on the email that you want to respond back to, so you want to reply to, that email will pop up. So on this, there's going to be a few things that you can do. So under here, you can archive that email. So archiving that email lets you essentially put it into a folder for long-term storage. Next to that is the little trash can. That's to delete the email. So that will essentially get rid of the email for you. To the right of that is a button that says mark on read or mark as read. So what an email being read or unread means is that when you're looking at it on your list here of all your emails, the unread emails will be shown up as bold. Essentially, they're emails that you have not yet read yet. If you have read them, then they will show up as not bold. So the bold emails just make it easier for you to understand which emails are new. You can also make it so that you can filter by unread or read emails. So you see just to the just above the source email where it says unread here, if you were to click on that, you can actually change that to all emails or only unread emails. So if you have a lot of emails in your inbox, it might make it easier to organize it by the emails that you haven't read rather than by all of the emails. So back on the email itself here, the one we want to focus on right now is this little button here. This is called the reply button. So by clicking on this little reply email button, we can actually respond back directly to this email. So in this case, the email from the source. On the reply email, it's going to look like this. So it's kind of similar to when we were composing an email for the first time, when we were creating an email for the first time. It's going to have your email address in the from column. Then it's going to say, in this case, the source is the to email. So this is the difference, is that in here, it's going to actually put the person you're replying to as who you want to send it to, because you want to send a message to them. Now, just make sure you double check when you're creating a reply. You want to make sure that where it says to is actually going to the right person. There's two types of replies. There's reply, which just sends it back to the person who sent you the email. And then there's something called reply all. And reply all will include anybody else that's that the email message was sent to as well. So you want to make sure that if you received an email that was also sent to 20 other people, that if you are clicking reply all, you actually mean to send a reply to all 20 of those people. If you only want to send it to the person who sent you the email, not all 20 people, just click reply, not reply all. So in here, we have the subject, and the subject will be the same as what was sent from the source when they originally sent the email. What will be added is this little RE at the front there, and RE just means reply. So essentially, you're responding to their email. Below that is your compose email. So essentially, this will be where you can write an email back to them. So just the same as when you were creating an email to Coco we did earlier. Does anybody have any questions on this part?
Okay. It's Angela. So suppose if somebody forward me, send me something, and I'm going to forward it to somebody else. So would the person original email that they see that I'm forwarding to somebody?
Yes, they would. So you would actually, so if you clicked on forward, oops, sorry, I just gotta get back to this one. So if you clicked on forward, then they would be able to see the email, the original email. So there's this button that says, I don't actually have a screenshot of it, unfortunately, but there's this button here for reply. But next to that button is the three little dots. Here will be a message that's, or one of the options will be reply all, and another one will be forward. So forward, the difference between reply and forward is that reply is responding back to the person who sent you the email. Forward is sending that email to somebody else. So say you received an email, you want to send it to me. You would click forward, and then you'd be able to put my email address in.
But then how can I don't want people to see that I'm forward it to somebody else?
The original person won't see that you had forwarded.
Oh, I see. No, right? So they won't see that I forward it to another person.
Unless their name is included in the to section here, then they won't see that you forwarded it.
Okay, that's good.
Perfect. Any other questions on this part? So just like when you're composing a message or creating a new message from scratch, when you're ready to send the reply, click the send button in the top right-hand corner. Again, I'll say only click that button when you're ready to send, when your message is complete. So moving on here. So what we've got on this screen here is a little bit more in terms of instructions on how to organize your emails. So remember how earlier you said you have a really big inbox and there's lots and lots of emails, and it can be a little bit hard to remember where your emails are. So on here, we can actually help figure out a better way to organize those. So in the top left-hand corner is going to be these three little bars. If you click on that, this is going to pop up here. So this is going to show you the different folders that you actually have available in your inbox or in your email. So in here we have the inbox folder. The inbox folder is essentially the folder that all the emails come to when you first receive them. So this is kind of like your main folder. Underneath that is one called unread. So unread just simply means it'll show you the messages that you haven't read yet in your inbox. So if you've read them, then it will actually remove it from the unread folder, but it'll still be in your inbox. So the unread folder is not actually a separate folder. It's just helping you organize the messages that are in your inbox. It's just helping you see which messages you haven't read in your inbox versus the messages you have. So underneath that, remember how earlier I was saying that if you have a really important email, you can star it by clicking on the little star to the right of the email? Here is the folder where you can actually go in and see the messages that you've starred. So if you click on that, any message that you have a star next to will actually show up there. So it'll make it easy if you have an important email that you've saved for future. Continuing down, there is the sent button. So the sent button is essentially a folder that will let you see the messages that you have sent out. So if you created a message from scratch, or if you replied to a message, they will all show up under the sent folder. Down a little bit farther is the spam folder. So Gmail does a really good job of helping to hopefully get rid of messages that you don't want. So spam is essentially like if you've received spam in the mail in your mailbox at home, like flyers and things like that that you don't want. So email has the equivalent of that too. So email has these almost like junk emails that that people will receive. So Google does a good job of filtering those. And if you ever need to see what emails have come in that are considered spam or junk, you can go into here and click on the spam email folder. Finally, at the bottom, there is the button for trash. So if you have deleted an email, you can actually go into the trash can here and see that email. I don't know off the top of my head how long Gmail actually keeps trash emails before they get completely deleted. But if you've deleted an email and you realized, oh, I shouldn't have actually deleted that, I made a mistake, you can actually go into the trash folder here and recover that email. Does anybody have any questions on this part?
Yes,
I do
Ram.
have.
What is this snosed this folder snosed in between is
Oh, snoozed. Snoozed is, so in Google you have an ability to essentially have an alert created for an inbox or for an email. This is where it's something that you want to respond back to, but you don't want to respond back to it right away. So you maybe want to be reminded a little bit later of that email. So you can actually go in and almost like snooze that email. I believe to do that, where you would do that is, I'm just going to go back to one of my messages. Sorry, I don't mean to scroll through so many pages there. Okay, so so say that email that we had from the source earlier there. I believe.
Okay, I got.
Yeah,
I got, Ryan. And one thing, when I put some email in my inbox as a star email, then it is reflected in my inbox as a star. Why
right.
it is not going to in that folder, that in a star folder instead of keeping in inbox?
So the star. So you can actually create additional folders beyond these as well. So star is only going to make it easier for you to find messages that you specifically have flagged. Essentially, it doesn't matter what folder they're in. If you've clicked the little star button, you'll be able to see them in this starred folder here. It's not a place where emails physically get moved to.
Okay,
It's just a
okay.
way to help organize emails in the other folders that you have. So for instance, you may have an email in your inbox that you've starred, as well as maybe an email in your sent items folder that you've starred. The star doesn't move it from sent and inbox to its own folder. Essentially, it just makes it easier for you to find messages that you've deemed important in any folder that you have.
Perfect. I got.
Got it.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so Elaine, I have a question based on, again, on the topic of star messages. If you want that to be important, you can click on the star button. But if you don't, the Gmail actually will star it for you. Isn't it correct?
No, they won't. Gmail won't necessarily star something for you automatically.
When I click on star, I have
Yeah.
so many messages in there, and I'd never used that button before, but I found them all in there. Anything with a date on it, they star it for me.
Oh, that's weird. It shouldn't actually star emails for you. It might have been that they were clicked accidentally. What you could always do is maybe as like a one-time thing, go into that starred folder and just quickly go through it and unclick the messages that you don't think are important.
Okay. All right,
just so that
because
going
it takes
forward will be
space,
easier to
right?
use. What's that?
Because it takes space. So if I
Exactly.
don't want anything on my star folder, I can delete them all.
Not delete, just click the star button so that they are removed from the star folder.
If I click the star button, it might go away.
So that's right. They won't be deleted if you click the star button. They'll just not show up under the star folder.
Okay.
So for example, if you have a message in your inbox and you have starred it, so you've clicked this little star button, it will show up under the starred folder as well. But if you
all these
unclick the star
messages
button,
are from 2019.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Really old emails.
Crazy. 18, 19, and then nothing on 2020. So probably something somewhere, something is wrong.
Yeah, you might want to go through it and just unstar the ones that you don't think are important,
Right.
so that going forward
Thank
makes it easier to organize your emails.
Yeah. Back in 2011.
Oh, really old emails.
It's Angela, and actually I just got a reply from Coco.
Oh, perfect! Yay!
It's good.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing is I never check my spam account, and now I just click on it. I got 47 email over there, and so should I just delete it all, trash it all?
Yeah, just check, and if there's nothing important, just trash it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe
okay,
check
but
it
do
out.
you have to be check that account once in a while? Because if I never check it, I don't even know that
I never check it either.
Yeah.
It's sometimes a good idea to check it, just really quickly scan through to see if anything has been miscategorized. So you can actually, like Gmail does an okay job of figuring out what's like junk or what's spam, but sometimes it gets it wrong. Sometimes it's good to just go through it and make sure that it is in fact spam. And if it's not, then you can fix it at that point. But if it is, then periodically you can go through and delete it.
So what is this one different than the other one star?
Which one?
Is it star or something like that? STARRED.
Oh, starred. That's the star. Yeah, that's starred. That's the ones where you click the little star next to the email.
So are they different?
They
star
are.
And spam.
And spam. Yes, the spam is like junk email. Starred is important email.
Oh, I see. I don't know how come it's automatic. I got free email over there. I never do it.
In your start?
Yeah.
You might have clicked the little star button accidentally, not realizing what it was. That might be the reason why you have it in there.
I see. Okay. Anything that if I can move it over there, then it will be there all the time, right?
Right. So once you star an email, then you'll always be able to find it when you click on the starred button.
I see. Okay, that's good. Thanks.
Okay.
Ryan, if some email is coming to me and I don't like that this should come again, how I can select it to go in a spam next time? Is there any way? Number one. Number two, how I can go to the archive folder. You referred that emails also go to the archives. So how I can go there?
Got it. So I believe if you have a message that is considered spam, when you've clicked on the email message, I believe you can mark it as spam by clicking on the three little dots at the top right-hand corner here.
Okay.
Vicky, you have the Gmail app? Can you really quickly go in and just one of your emails, just click on the three little stars and or the three little dots and just see if there's a message that or a thing that says mark as spam?
Okay, I'm on it.
No, my folder in
Okay,
spam
so
is
Oh,
empty.
it
there,
says
yeah,
Marcus, like Marcus. Oh man, I can't see it. Marcus spam. Oh,
Yeah.
report
So if you go,
spam. Oh dear.
yeah, there is a report spam, but there is no mark as spam.
There's a report spam.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you can mute the conversation. But I don't
Yeah.
think
oh, okay,
that.
that's
And then
perfect.
you can use
Yeah.
them to then move it to spam.
Yeah.
If you actually move this to the spam folder as well, Gmail again in the future will also realize, hey, this might be spam, so it will try
Okay.
to filter these for you.
Okay. And what is the archives? How I can go to the archives?
So archive, I believe, I'm pretty sure that archive. Again, Vicky, I'll just get you to pull up yours. If you were to go into this folder here, if you keep scrolling down, is there the archive button underneath it?
There's no button for archives. I have done.
No, I don't see a button for archives. Do any of the volunteers know where the archive button is?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
Allison?
just- oh yeah. You just scroll.
Oh, I think it might be this little box. See the little box with the arrow pointing down?
That puts the email into archive, but how to actually see the archive folder?
Oh,
If you were to click on, I'm just actually doing it on my own. I'm just seeing really quickly. I unfortunately don't have the Gmail app, so I'm just going to get it really quick.
The
Just 1 second on this one here, and then I'll.
mail to the.
Tell you what, I'll come back to you on that one there.
Oh no, I got these important when you drag the any email, it goes to the say it goes to the archives. When we go to the important folder, then the mail is there because Coco's reply received and I drag it, so it says it is now in archives. Now, when I am going to the important folder, it is there.
I think important folder is going to be people that are, it's important folder is actually like the starred folder. The difference is that important Gmail categorizes it as people in your contact list. So that's the difference there. So even though it's in the archive folder, it will also show up under important because Coco is on your contact list.
Okay.
I'm just going into it myself here. Just give me one
I did a
second.
quick Google search on it, and it tells me that when I archive an email, the message will come back to my inbox when someone replies to it.
Oh, but
I
you
don't know if
can't
that's of
actually
any help.
go into
oh,
it.
thank you.
Yeah, I
Here,
couldn't
Jeff.
find it either.
Yeah, I'm like, where is it?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on actually finding the archive folder. So it's that's an interesting question. I don't have the answer right now, but just in this, for the sake of time, I'm just going to continue on, and we'll come back to that one.
Okay, perfect.
So now we have a mini quiz that we're going to do. So I'm going to just ask a few questions, and I want you guys to tell me the answer if you know it. So the first question, can you send the same email to more than one person? So can you have
Yeah.
multiple recipients?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So the answer is absolutely yes. You can send the email to as many people as you want. You just have to keep adding their email addresses under the to spot. So next question, where can you find the email that you sent out?
You go to the send.
Send. Yeah.
Right, so on here,
the
you would go
area.
to the sent folder.
Yeah.
Perfect. Can you add or attach a picture to an email that you're writing?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is absolutely right. And through the little paperclip button at the top of the compose message button. And I think, finally, can you delete an email?
Yeah.
Yes.
And to do that, you'd click on the little trash can icon.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I will find out the answer to the archive email, but next what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going into breakout rooms with the volunteers so that you guys can learn how to send emails, delete emails, and unsubscribe if you are part of like a mailing list. So that email earlier that was coming from the source, if you've added your email to a website and they now send you lots of emails that you don't want anymore, they'll teach you how to unsubscribe. So they won't send you in the future.